Hello and welcome to Wild Heart Yoga Holistic Healing. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Hannah Ray and I'm so glad to have you. Today's class is made with climbers in mind. So this is going to be more of a yin fusion class where we'll be doing a little bit of movement to get warmed up in addition to holding some long poses to release some deep connective tissue and fascia. So since this class is made with climbers in mind, we're going to be warming up the wrists and forearms as well as going deep into the shoulders, chest, and releasing some upper back, neck tension as well. So if you're ready, grab your mat, let's get to it. Hello and welcome to today's 25-minute flow for climbers. We are going to begin on our heels at the back of our mat. And as you inhale, take a big reach overhead. And as you exhale, drop the right fingertips to the mat, reaching that left arm over for a nice side body stretch. Good. Inhale back to neutral and switch sides, reaching over to the left now, opening up that side body. One more time on each side. Reaching to the right. Exhaling deeply, letting go of tension. Back to neutral, and one more time, reaching to the left now. Just making this feel good for yourself. Good. Inhale back to neutral. Now go ahead and interlace your hands behind your back, and as you exhale, begin to melt that chest down towards the mat, index fingers pointing up towards the sky here for this gentle child's pose variation where we're just beginning to open up the shoulders and the chest a little. Your arms may not point up quite as high toward the sky as mine today. That's totally fine. Just listen to your body, be where you're at, and breathe through it. On your next exhale, I want you to think about dropping those hands towards the right side. So we're just shifting the arms over to the right, taking this deeper into the left side body and shoulder here. Not staying here too long, so just breathe through it. Maybe set your intention for today's practice while we're in this child pose variation. Maybe making the intention to be present. Be mindful of connecting your breath with movement today, as that will help get the deepest release and the most benefit from this flow. All right, exhale now as you release to the other side, hands falling towards the left side now. Every inhale, breathing deeply in through the nose, imagining fresh oxygen going to any areas of tension. And with every exhale, exhaling like a deep sigh from the back of the throat, imagining that tension just melting away. Great, now inhale back to neutral, release the arms, now just reaching the fingertips ahead of you for our regular child's pose here. Every exhale, trying to reach those fingertips a little bit further forward, allowing that sternum to melt further towards the mat. As you exhale, begin to round through one vertebrae at a time, coming to all fours. Then exhale as you lead with the hips rolling back towards child's pose. So we're making a wave-like motion with our bodies here. Head is following last. Just making this feel good for your own body, moving at your own speed as we get the spine warmed up here. Good, now find your tabletop again. Wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. And let's begin making a circular motion here, rotating around the point of our wrists, just warming up our wrists and our forearms. Again, you're just making this circle as big or as small as feels right for you today. How much movement you have here can vary a lot depending on how tight your wrists are and your forearms. All right, let's switch the direction now. A few times the other way. Again, not pushing this too hard. We want to be gentle on our wrists here. Great, come back to neutral, and now we're going to begin rolling forward and back slightly. And you can stay on your knees, or if you want to take this a bit further, go ahead and go into a full plank. And here again, we're just hinging at the wrist, waking up those forearms. Good, just a couple more here. Great, now if you're in your full plank, go ahead and make your way back down to your knees. What we're gonna do here is now turn our hands over so we're on the back of our hands, fingertips facing towards us. And with every exhale, you're gonna roll forward just very gently and slowly on the back of those hands. Being very mindful, listening to your body, making sure you aren't causing pain here. We want to be very gentle with our wrists so we don't cause any injuries. Just one more time like this, and then go ahead and make your way sitting back on your heels again, or if this hurts your knees, you can always do this cross-legged too, that's totally fine. What we're going to do is turn our hands so our palms are facing away from us, fingertips down. Every exhale, go ahead and pull those fingertips in towards yourself. If you want to play around with the rotation of your hand here, see if that finds more tension in one area than another, feel free to do that. Every exhale, pulling those fingers a little bit closer, releasing that tension in the forearms through the hand and the fingers here. All right, now go ahead and turn your palm so your fingertips are facing up now, palm still out. And we're just gonna gently pull each finger back for one exhale. As you inhale, release that finger and switch to the next one. So this is pretty quick, just giving each finger a little love. Good, and let's take it to the other side now. So now, right palm, fingertips are facing down, palm is out away from you. Every exhale, pulling those fingertips a little closer towards the back of that forearm. And once again, you can feel free to play around with that wrist positioning, turning the fingers one direction and the other slightly. Try to find how this pose best serves you. All right, now go ahead and release, facing the palm out now, fingertips up, just giving each finger a little love again before we move on. Great job. Release the hands now, roll up the shoulders a little. Then go ahead and make your way to plank. Exhale for chaturanga. Inhale for up dog, looking toward the sky, rocking the hips side to side. Then exhale as you press your way back to down dog. Go ahead and just walk out your dog here, bending one knee, extending the other, and switching sides. And when you're ready, go ahead and lower yourself down to your elbows, making your way into our dolphin pose. This is our first yin pose of the day, so we'll be here for a little bit longer. Opening up that chest, those shoulders, imagining just sinking that sternum towards the mat. Now, if this is a little difficult for you to do with your legs all the way straight today, if you're not really able to make this triangle position with your body, you're making more of an arc because you don't have this flexibility yet, then keep a gentle bend in the knees. You do not have to have your legs all the way straight. It's actually more important here to make sure that your back is staying flat. So think about maybe trying to get that belly closer to those thighs as you sink that sternum closer toward the floor here, instead of imagining trying to extend the legs all the way. Once you're there, then with every exhale, see if you can extend the legs a little bit further. You're doing awesome. Just one more minute here. Keep being mindful of that breath, breathing into any areas of tension and exhaling the tension away. If you're finding that your mind is really busy or distracted today, that it's hard to focus on that breath and be aware of what's happening in your body, I'd encourage you to just be gentle with yourself every time you notice your mind wandering, just gently guiding it back to the present moment, tuning back into your breath, back into what you're feeling in your body. People think of meditation or being in a meditative state as completely emptying your mind, but in reality, it's being aware of our thoughts and where they're going, how they're affecting us, and being intentional about trying to come back to the present moment every time they wander away from us. Awesome job. Just one more deep breath here. And as you exhale, find your regular down dog again and roll through one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way into plank. As you exhale, lead with the hips, rolling back to down dog. So once again, we are making another rolling wave-like motion with the body here. Again, just making this feel good for yourself. Inhale, right leg up for three-legged dog. Then as you exhale, step through to the top of the mat, inhaling the arms up, coming into your high lunge. As you exhale, cactus the arms, pulling the shoulder blades together, chest open up here. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, chin to chest. Exhale, drive the elbows back, peeling the chest open again. Once again, we are moving at our own speed here, making this feel good for your body. Connecting breath with movement. Making sure those shoulder blades roll down and back as your arms come back. Good, now inhale as you sweep the arms overhead while pivoting, turning that back foot parallel to the bottom of the mat for warrior two. As you exhale, point the right fingertips down as your right ear comes to your right shoulder. Every breath, we're switching sides here, so now right fingertips up toward the sky as the left fingertips point towards the mat, ear following the direction of the downward facing fingertips here. Tipping it gently towards each shoulder for some gentle nerve flossing. And it's important here to make sure your shoulder blades are staying pulled down and back in order to engage the proper areas here. What we're doing is loosening some adhesions of the nerve to fascia. Turn the palms up toward the sky. As you exhale, reach the left arm down your leg or behind you. Right arm reaching overhead here, looking up toward the sky for peaceful warrior. As you inhale, reach toward the other side, coming into our extended side angle. One more time as you exhale, going back into that peaceful warrior once more. Then release. Go ahead and interlace the fingers behind your back again, and then dive your chest down towards the mat, coming into our humble warrior. So here I like to think about trying to align my shoulder with my front knee. Imagining trying to get my forehead a little closer towards the mat with every exhale. While we're here, it's up to you whether you want to stay in this humble warrior or if you want to extend that front leg, making it more of a triangle variation. You're doing great. Just 2 or 3 more long, slow, and controlled breaths here. Very good. Release now, bringing your chest back up, releasing the hands from behind you. Pivot the back foot, coming back into your high lunge now. Arms are reaching up toward the sky. And then bring your left elbow over the right elbow, interlacing the hands also if you can, for our eagle arms. And here you want your thumbs about forehead level. And as you exhale, go ahead and dive that chest down, forward, as low as you can here. As you inhale, lifting it back up, peeling that chest open toward the sky. Just taking a few waves of the upper body. With our arms, we are actively pushing and pulling the arms together, creating a separation and a nice stretch through that upper back shoulder blade area. Good. Go ahead and just hold the lunge here with those eagle arms. Making sure you are actively engaging your body here. This is not a passive stretch. And on your next exhale, take a step to the front of the mat, finding your balance, and then go ahead and bring that left knee over the right knee, wrapping that ankle around also if you can, for our full eagle pose. Once again, this is not passive. We are actively pressing and pulling apart those arms and legs here, creating engagement through the whole body. Good, now exhale as you release the arms and legs now. Inhale as you sweep the arms up. Exhale, take a side body stretch to the right. Inhale back to neutral and take it to the left now. Good, arms back up, reaching overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, reaching back for a back bend. And exhale as you dive down for forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Then hop or step back to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for up dog, rocking those hips side to side. Then exhale, back to down dog. Other side now. Inhale, left leg goes up for three-legged dog. And as you exhale, take a big step toward the front of the mat, finding your high lunge. As you exhale, once again, pull those elbows down and back, cactusing the arms. Inhale as you sweep the arms forward. Exhale, drive the elbows back, peeling the chest open. Again, just continue moving at your own pace here, connecting that breath with the movement, engaging those shoulder blades down and back. Good, reach your arms back up overhead. As you exhale, plant that back heel, pivoting it, turning into your warrior two. And once again, let's just do some gentle nerve flossing. As you exhale, eardrops toward your shoulder as your fingertips point towards the ground. Fingertips of the opposite hand pointing up towards the sky here. And once again, really important to make sure your shoulders are rolled down and back to get the engagement in the proper areas here. Let's just take this one more time on each side. And turn the palms toward the sky. Exhale as your right arm reaches behind you or down your leg for peaceful warrior. Left arm reaching overhead. Feeling this deep side body stretch. And inhale, planting that left fingertips toward the mat, right arm reaching over for extended side angle. Once again, exhale, releasing into peaceful warrior. And release the arms, interlacing the fingers behind you, and melting that chest towards the mat again for a humble warrior. Knuckles pointing up towards the sky here. Opening up deep through the shoulders, through the chest. Once again, while we're here, you have the option of straightening out that front leg, making this more of a triangle variation if you'd like. Or maybe you want to combine a little of both here. It's totally up to you. This is your practice, so do with it as you will. Yin yoga is all about experimentation, finding out what works for your body and how to best serve your own mind, body, muscles, whatever it is. So never be afraid to play with variations, changing anything, modifying anything to make this work better for you. Almost there, just give me 2 more deep breaths here. And release, letting those arms go, finding your balance, making your way back into that high lunge again. And this time, we're going to take our eagle arms with the right elbow coming over the left elbow. Thumbs about forehead level again. Once again, actively engaging the arms here. And if you'd like, you can take a few waves of the chest towards the ground. And then find stillness in your lunge, maintaining those eagle arms, engaging those arms, opening those shoulder blades. And as you exhale, step toward the front of the mat again, taking your time to find your balance. Then wrap the right knee over the left this time, hooking that ankle around if you can. And as you exhale, see if you can sink a little bit lower, engaging those lower legs a little bit deeper, finding balance here, finding a dristy point if you're having trouble balancing. Good, release now. Inhale as you sweep the arms up toward the sky, then exhale, hands to prayer, heart center. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, taking a back bend, hands in prayer at your third eye. Then exhale, diving the chest back down for forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift, and exhale, hop or step your way back into plank. And slowly lower your chest down towards the mat, finding your way to your belly. Now we're going to cactus the arms so the elbows are bent at 90 degrees on each side. Then go ahead and press up on those left fingertips, and if it's within your practice, maybe even bringing that left leg over behind you here. So what we're doing is trying to feel a deep opening through that right shoulder and the chest. You may need to play around with the positioning of that right arm slightly to figure out where the tension is being held for you and what position specifically is going to target that and release that area for you. For some of you, you may be keeping both legs laying on the mat today. Just pressing up with those left fingertips may be enough of an engagement for you. So be sure to listen to your body as always, continuing to breathe through this, tuning back into the present moment, coming back to that intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of this class. We've got about 1 more minute left on this side. Keep sticking with it, you're doing awesome. Awesome job. Now on your next exhale, go ahead and release, finding your way back to your belly. And then we're going to take this right over to the other side now. So this time, left arm is staying cactus. We're pushing up off of those right fingertips. Right leg may be reaching over behind you, but making sure that that left shoulder is staying grounded to the mat here. Going deep into that chest, that shoulder, as well as engaging a nice gentle twist of the spine. Twisting at the belly button here if you have that leg extended behind you. Just about 1 more minute left on this side. You're doing awesome. Keep breathing through it. We are so close to the end of today's class. You are almost to the finish line. Stick with me. All right, give me one more deep inhale through the nose here. As you exhale, make your way back to neutral on your belly. Then press yourself back for child's pose, and let's take a few more waves. So as you exhale, rolling through one vertebrae at a time, dropping the hips low. As you inhale, leading with the hips as you press back to child's pose. Once again, the head is following last here, moving with the pace of your breath. Good, tuck the toes, press your way up to down dog. As you exhale, hop forward, landing cross-legged this time, coming into your boat pose. And slowly begin to extend yourself as you make your way to your back, finding your shavasana, our final resting pose for today. And while you're here, I want you to think about trying to find an even deeper state of relaxation than you have yet throughout today's class. So maybe scanning through your body, starting with the toes, making your way all the way up to the head, just going through one area at a time, and as you notice any tension, see with your next exhale if you can just let that tension go, sinking deeper into your mat. Coming back aware of that breath again, if your thoughts are wandering. I'd encourage you to take an even longer shavasana today if you have time, but if you're ready to finish with me, go ahead and take a big reach of the body, stretching the arms overhead, then turn yourself onto your side, making your way to seated at the center of your mat for our final closing breaths together. As you inhale, reach the arms overhead. Taking one more, stretch the body, exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale again, sweeping the arms up, and exhale, bowing down, thanking yourself for taking the time to honor your mind and body in this way today. Thank you so much for joining today's class. If you enjoyed this class, please do me a huge favor, and would you hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my latest classes. That is also the best way that you can support this channel and help me to be able to continue making these videos and classes for y'all. Thanks again. We'll see you soon. Namaste.